Okay, so the next command is the fillet command, and I'm going to go ahead and select that, and it's going to ask me for the first object or line. So I'm going to select this one line here, and before I select my second line, I'm going to specify the radius or the radius of the curve that I want, and I'm going to say I want it to be 2 feet, and I'm going to go ahead and select the second line, and there you see it created that 2-foot radius connecting these two lines. And if I want to get into that function again, I could right click and select it here, or I could hit enter and it just immediately jumps into it. So that could be a time-saving technique there. If you're if you're using the command in several times back to back, just hit enter and it'll jump you right back into that function. So here we select our first line here, and it's going to use the previous radius that I entered before, 2 feet. And let's click again. It's doing that 2-foot radius, and there we go. So let's go ahead and Control Z, undo that. So that's how we use the fillet command. Another one is the chamfer. So it's for this one, we use it kind of the same way. Select the first line, and before I hit the second line, there's a couple different ways I can do that. And I could hit distance, and it's going to say the distance for the first chamfer, let's leave it at 2 feet, and the second one at 2 feet. So now when I connect my lines, it creates that 45 degrees. Let's hit enter, jump right back into the command, and there we've created that chamfer. Another thing we can do here, let's jump back into this command, and this is another way we can trim and extend. Let's say we want to do this again. Actually, let's go into the fillet command, and I'm going to select my first line, and I'm going to hit my radius. I want my radius to be 0. So now when I select my lines, it just connects the lines without doing any radius on them. And then I just have to delete these lines. Just hit E, erase, enter, and then select your lines, and you can get rid of those. So that's how we use the fillet and chamfer command.